I have another club project for you guys. I'm going to try to do one a week on the monthly club for you guys to show you how you can use one transfer a number of ways. So for this one, I just used one of the Dollar Tree cutting boards and I stained it using a baby wipe and the Java paint. The color is Java. And you just use a baby wipe and the paint and wipe it on and it looks like a stain. I took a piece of drop cloth and I just tore it to the size of the cutting board. It actually was a little bit smaller. And then I chalked only the pumpkin. So I took the transfer and only chalked the pumpkin this time, and I used camel. I do have a link to the club and that paste in a link in the description if you're interested. So once that was dry, I just glued that right onto my cutting board using some Gorilla Glue. And then I took a piece of fabric and just wrapped it around the top and just tied one knot, because then we're gonna make a bow, and I'm using the bow Dabra. I got mine on Amazon. I'm just using fabric, so it's gonna be like a rag bow. So I'm using a coffee stain tea towel, some ripped homespun fabric, some lace, and I'm just doing different colors. I did rip some green fabric that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just piling it on. I'm making a big old rag bow. So I wanted to tell you guys that the club now has a coordinating accessory with it every month. So this month we got a chockable pumpkin. I did use that last week in my video about the club, but I wanted to tell you that the club also offers low flat rate shipping on your first order every month. You get VIP promotions, special deals, and sales, and the price of it is $21.99. I'm gonna check it. I was right, $21.99. Anyway, here's our rag bow. So you just pull it off the bow Dabra and you use the twine to make a knot, and then you just fluff it up. It's a rag bow, so you just fluff it up. You can shake it. If you shake it, it gets kind of fluffy. And then I just tied it right to that other piece of fabric that I had tied onto the board. And I cut it a little bit to shape it up. I did add some Excelsior, so I just put it behind the bow on both sides. It kind of gave it more of a fall feel. And then I did add some dried flowers. They look like Sweet Annie, but they're not Sweet Annie. So I added some dried flowers on both sides. And then I decided to make a tag. And I just wrote the word fall on it. I did add a button. It's a little wooden heart button. I just put that right in the middle. And then on the tag, I just wrote the word fall. And then I kind of roughed up my tag using my gator sander. I also got that on Amazon, and just to give it kind of an old worn look. And then I used my ink pad. It's just black ink around the edges, and then I used some antique wax, and I just used my finger to rub it around the tag. If you guys watched my mummy video yesterday, you saw me do that as well. And then I just kind of crinkle it up, like fold it and make it look like it's really old. You don't have to do that. If you like your stuff to look fresh and new, you don't have to do it. And then once I got all that done, you couldn't really see the word. So I went over it with a chalk pen. So we do sell those too. So if you go in my store, I'll put one in the basket for you. You can take it out if you don't want it. But so I just wrote over it, made it a little bit thicker, and then I just glued it under the button. And like I said, I'm going to try to make something once a week so that you guys can see how versatile these are. You can just use parts of them, so I can maybe give you guys some ideas on some stuff you can make. And I would love, if you're in my club and you make stuff, I would love to see a picture of what you do. So let me know what you think. Look at that bow. I just love that bow. I think it came out really cute. Let me know what you think. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and make sure you're following me.